What is going on today, YouTube? Matt with ASL Dumpsters here in Aurora, Colorado. We've got a delivery to do here, and a dump run, then a delivery, and then we will be coming back here to the garage. I've got to hang out with the kids today for a little bit, and then I'm going to be showing you the lift kit, READYLIFT 3.5 inch SST kit for Lloyd here. This is my daily tow rig, my family vehicle, everything. I'll go through the hard parts that are coming on it and show you what I think of them. It is a full shock kit, upper control arms. It has 2-inch rear lift block, and it has some other little additional pieces to it that allow your driveline to stay happy in these independent front suspension trucks that these GM products are. So without further ado, we got to get to the landfill, dump this, deliver it. We'll come back and I'll show you what the lift kit looks like. See you guys in a bit. Dad's landfill, Denver Arapahoe disposal site. I think that's what it stands for. Pretty sure. Oh, and we're getting ahead of the water truck, so at least on the way up, I won't have to get my trailer all muddy. And that water smells like ass. Let's go. Try and find the cleanest dirt. This is the Duramax, my favorite dump trailer out of the two that I have. Desks, golf bags, and some shelving. Really big sticklers about safety vests at this landfill. I feel like this shirt is plenty safe. And they've got no dozers over here working, and I'm the only one. So looks like everything fell easy. I always like to check though, because inevitably they'll get a board, something caught in here on the equipment hooks. I could grind those out and take them off, but I plan on keeping this trailer a long time, and I want to be able to use it to transport stuff. We've got a little golf cart. You know, if you ever have to rent like a little mini X for a project or something like that, I'd like to, or a skidster or something, I'd like to be able to keep it as is so we can haul equipment safer. This is really the only downfall of this dump trailer, is it's got a takes up less volume, it's up and down so much faster. But that is literally the only thing better about the PJ than the Duramax, in my opinion. And I've had both for over a year, working them year round. So that's good. I don't even have to sweep since these. All right, let's roll. This is the second rental for this customer. If you're renting dump trailers, always put your wheel lock on, shock lock, whatever you want to call it. They're a theft deterrent and they're a safety feature. If somehow somebody takes your chocks or whatever, you still got that if that thing wants to roll. All right, let's head home. Let's do the thing that everybody's probably watching this video for and check out that lift kit. Yeah, guys, we're here in my beautiful garage, and behind the camera I have set up the parts for this READYLIFT 3.5 inch SST kit. So the way I have this set up is I have one of each part of the main parts. I don't have like the hardware sitting out there. You don't need to see that. But what my goal was for this video is to show you the quality and to show you why I went with this kit, with this shock package. And then also a bonus tip for you guys out there that run Timbrins like I do. I have a box that came from Timbrin that's going to help me out when we convert over to this kit. And a huge shout out to Timbrin. They were super helpful with it. So let's get into it. This is how I've got it laid out. Let's start over here. Rear lift block, super simple, nothing crazy. But what I do like to point out is that there is nothing on here missed in terms of paint. You know, I mean, lift blocks are lift blocks, right? But there's the finish on it is what I'm trying to get at. Here are your tie rods, so they beef up your tie rods for you. So this is one end with the boot that'll screw into your shaft, and then this is your tie rod end with new links. Fully greasable, super heavy duty, thicker than what you have stock. So when you're running bigger tires, which guys do when you run lift kits, right? Heavier tie rods, definitely a good additional part to have in your kit. And it's one that guys, you know, rough country, I don't think BDS, nobody else offers that. The ones that I researched, at least READYLIFT was the only one that offered this included. U-bolt, again, super simple. Everybody's seen a U-bolt before, but just the fit and finish of it. You know, the paint is immaculate. I mean, they really, like those gray marks, that's just from this tread tape on here. So I probably should have laid a blanket out, but it's going underneath the work truck tomorrow. So these, if you know what these are differential spacers. So when you lift a truck that is independent front suspension, the geometry up front tends to get unhappy in the driveline. Your half shafts up front get out of, your CV axles get out of angle, and they start to wear and tear faster than you want them to. So you put these in between the frame mounts and the differential, drops that down, it flattens out your shaft angle and keeps everything aligned and happy. So that's that. Also, these come with a bunch of hardware. Again, I'm not including the hardware in this video. Second, they include longer bump stops. So when you lift the truck up, but you don't necessarily increase the travel, you want to have bump stops that are longer, so you don't over travel that suspension. I'm not going to have to worry about that obviously in the rear, but I have another note about that in a second with the Timbrins. So here's kind of the one of two crown jewels with this kit, the upper control arms. So the reason when you're lifting, or in my opinion even leveling a truck with independent front suspension like the GM products, you always want to get a kit with fabricated upper control arms. So the reason being, and you guys probably know this, but for those of you that don't, when your upper control arm comes out of the factory, it's set at an angle at a stock height. If you lift it, that angle drops. That doesn't sound so bad until you start talking about the angle of your ball joint. So when you drop that arm down, when you lift it, the angle of your ball joint increases. And again, just like we talked about with your CV shafts and stuff like that, once those get out of regular geometry, the wear and tear on them increases. They will fail, and your ride's gonna suck. So what these do is, and you can tell by that extreme angle, it compensates for that extra lift height. These come pre-installed with the bushings, plug and play style. They're greasable on the ball joint. They come with caps too to cover that have READYLIFT stamped on them. Pretty cool. The final crown jewel piece, or two of them, is the shock package. These are the fronts. I went with the Falcons. I've never experienced, I don't have any experience with Falcon. I know they're big in the Toyota and Jeep world, but they have tunes for the heavy duty trucks now as well. And they have these super nice etched in part numbers, and even the style and manufacturer that they're engineered for. So these are super, super nice. I love the fit and finish of them. They're gonna look great. And yeah, I'm excited for them. They were in this package. If you look on READYLIFT's website, this shock package is like $100 more than the Bilsteins. The Bilsteins are great. I ran Bilsteins on my 2015 2500 LML Duramax. They were great. They're fine. They're not made out of aluminum. They are a steel body shock. So the reason I went with these Falcons is because they're aluminum body and they won't rust. And here in Colorado, we use a lot of mag chloride on the roads in the wintertime. And I would rather have aluminum parts down there where it can apply. But yeah, I mean, super nice. Again, they etch all this stuff in here. It has a super good finish. They're gonna look sweet under there. Big heavy duty bodies. It's gonna run well with the larger tires, I will say. I'm not gonna show you what tires till tomorrow after I pick it up and I film that part. So we've laid out the major parts of the lift kit. Now, guys that run Timbrins in the rear, and this only applies to Timbrins, not airbags or anything like that. If you run Timbrins and you throw a lift block underneath your truck, that, you know, 1/2 inch to 1.5 inch space that they require between your axle and the Timbrin is going to increase, and it's basically going to make your Timbrin obsolete. And what they provided me were engineered rubber spacers plus the hardware to make up that difference. They gave me longer hardware. And let me tell you what, Timbrin, I reached out to them, and I reached out to Timbrin and told them what I had planned. I said, hey, I've got a lift kit planned for my truck, but I don't want to get rid of my Timbrins, blah, blah, blah. A couple emails back and forth. They sent out for free at no cost these rubber spacers. So basically the mounting section, the little mounting collar on your Timbrin, you pull that off, pull the old hardware out. In my case, since these are 1 inch thick each, so 2 inches total, put these in with the new hardware, and boom, your Timbrin's lowered down and you can still use them. So again, huge shout out to Timbrin. That was awesome. Customer service was great. They gave me a little pushback because they wanted to talk to engineering about what kind of lift it was, what truck, blah, blah, blah. And I told them exactly what I was using and why I wanted spacers. And so anyway, there you go. They sent it out for me. So yeah, guys, I am super pumped. Oh, and even on the control arm, they put the rivets in and they put the company logo on there, which I think is sweet. It's gonna look great after it's all said and done tomorrow and installed. But yeah, that's the kit, guys. If you guys have any questions or if you guys have any experiences with the READYLIFT kits, no matter what size, leave a comment below. If you guys enjoy anything on my channels, if you find them information, if you guys find them informational, or if you guys find them educational, entertaining at all. I'm trying to get better at the entertaining stuff. I tend to be really formal on camera. I'm trying to work on that. But thank you guys for watching. And the next video I put out after this, truck will be complete. New tires. I've already got the rims on there. I already did a video on those. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, I put 20x9 Black Rhino Warlords in gunmetal on there with a plus 12 offset, pretty sure, plus 12. They already look phenomenal just on the stock tires, but after tomorrow it'll be a whole new deal. So yeah, that's the kit, guys. Those are the parts you get with the kit. That's the quality you should expect from READYLIFT. I'm super pumped about it. Next time you see me, it'll be done. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.